John from Job for a Cowboy, and you're watching MetalMProductions.
Job for a Cowboy is an interesting band name. How did you come up with the idea and who was behind it?
That was before I joined, but I think what happened was Johnny and the rest of the guys who used to be in the band had gone through all the typical death metal names, and for some reason a good friend of ours suggested a Job for a Cowboy, and it just stuck, and now we're stuck with it.
Okay.
So, but it has its pros and cons, so we can't complain too much.
Oh, that's cool. MetalMProductions was released in April this year. How did you find the recording process overall, and how long does it usually take to get all the final mixes?
The recording process was pretty similar to what we've done every other time. Just go down to Florida with Jason Sukoff for a month and hammer it out, and then the mix this time took a little bit longer, but that's because Jason was so busy. He had other bands coming in and out immediately. I think it was the Contortionist. So it was pretty similar. Like, I go in for a week and then I leave, and then everyone does their parts. It's pretty segmented. But the mix probably took 2 months, and we went through 4 or 5 different mixes to get it right where we wanted, and I think we're all pretty happy with how it turned out.
That's awesome. You're currently on the Womb to Waste tour with Cerebral Bore, Revocation, Dying Fetus. How is that going for you?
Good. I think we're a little over a week into it. Luckily, coming into this tour, we know everyone.
Oh, that's good.
So it's essentially just sharing a bus with a bunch of friends. Like, Job is essentially based in Boston, Massachusetts, and Revocation is from Boston.
Oh, okay.
So we've known those guys for a long time. We did a Summer Slaughter in the U.S. with Cerebral Bore right before this tour, and before that we did a tour with Dying Fetus for the first time. So we know everyone now, and it's really cool to be able to just hang out with all these friends who also make really good music.
Yeah. Okay. I love the artwork for MetalMProductions. It's very interesting. How did you come up with the idea for the album cover?
Johnny essentially just throws a general concept at Brett Elliott White, and he pretty much nails it on the head every time. He's incredible, especially with the French statue and the oil dripping down and all the armies. It's just, he hits it every time. I think he's gotten better with each, Genesis to Ruination to Gloom to this. He's just gotten better with us. And we kind of have an identifiable look to our CD covers now, which is pretty rad. Not only with the skull, but with the general look of what he does with the artwork. So it's I don't know exactly what he told him, but I know it came out really good, so can't complain too much.
I like it, it's cool. You recently released your single, Imperial Wolves. Are you guys planning on shooting a video for that soon?
We did. We shot a live video, but it was so bad we threw it away.
Oh, okay.
So, actually we just released a video for the song Tarnished Gluttony, which we'll be playing tonight. Done by the same guy who did the Cephalic Carnage Oreworm video, and he's done Fuck the Facts and a couple indie bands, and he fucking killed it. It's the most, you know, a video is good when your parents watch it and they tell you they can't get halfway through it.
Yeah.
So it's one of our favorites for sure.
That's cool. Which bands are you currently listening to, and any that you can recommend to us?
That's always a tough one.
Sorry.
No, it's funny because a lot of people ask it and I just get artist block. What have I been listening to? Oh, the new Bloodhouse Nord, and what else? The new Between the Buried and Me is really good. It hasn't been released yet. Those 2 records I've been jamming pretty hard. Devil's Blood, and a lot of the stonery stuff too, like Graveyard. The new Witchcraft is also really good. So.
Okay, so we can check out on the way home. Do you get up to anything exciting when you're not touring?
When I'm not touring, do I do anything? I tend to just sit on the couch and watch television.
Oh, okay. Just relaxing.
Because yeah, it's like when I go home, I veg out pretty hard. Or a lot of times if we have a pretty long break, I'll just fill in for other bands. So I do try to keep busy if it's a long enough period of time, but if it's only a week or 2, like before the tour, I either go to my favorite bar and drink German beer, or watch TV, read Reddit or something on the internet. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Who has been your favourite band to tour with, and why?
Jeez, there's so many. That's the hard thing, because we hardly ever tour with bands we don't like touring with. Everyone's awesome. Like, you don't get your dickheads ever. So to pick like favorite bands is super hard. I mean, Revocation, like they're really good friends with us. It's a tough one. We like everyone. We never get, like Between the Buried and Me Too, they're super nice guys, and they don't hardly ever drink. Like 3 of them are vegan and straight edge. Somehow we get along because we party like idiots. So it kind of like, it evened out with our sense of humor is just really mesh.
Oh, okay.
Those 2 bands, right off the top of my head that I can think of recently, we really enjoyed touring with.
That's pretty awesome. And lastly, is there any upcoming news about Job for a Cowboy that we should know about for the remainder of 2012?
No.
No? Okay. Or free for 2013?
No, I'm kidding. It's just, we're just going to keep hammering on the touring cycle for this record and keep promoting it. I guess write songs when we're home, when we have free time. But for right now, it's just touring and getting around the world and making sure people hear it live and see what it's all about.
That's really awesome. Well, many thanks for doing this interview with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.